Hey there, Libra. It's Sony. This is a love reading for Valentine's Day. I'm going to be asking the tarot cards what your heart wants, why your heart wants it, how your heart can get what it wants, what makes your love so magical, and where to focus your magical Libra love. I'll also be pulling a couple of oracle cards to end off the reading. So I'm going to go ahead and see what Libra's heart wants. You have the Six of Wands, Three of Cups as to why your heart wants it, Four of Wands as to how your heart can get what it wants. Your magical love, you have the Seven of Swords here. We'll go ahead and we'll further clarify where to focus your magical love. You have the Sage of Wands. In this deck, sages are equivalent to queens and monarchs are equivalent to kings. And the underside of the deck, which I use as the influencing energy or the overall lesson, is the Seven of Wands here, which is kind of a sense of inner conviction, perhaps feeling that you need to defend yourself, defend your territory, kind of feeling that you might need to prove yourself or advocate on behalf of another. But we'll clarify these things and we'll learn as we go. So we have here the Six of Wands as what your heart wants, which is a sense of celebration, recognition, victory, surrounded by the community, and kind of recognizing your accomplishments. This is different from the Seven of Wands, where the people that surround you are not necessarily supporting, but questioning you. Why your heart wants what it wants, you have the Three of Cups, which indicates relationships with people in general, friends. It's typically celebration of friendship and connections with others. So it could be maybe, Libra, something is going on with your social circle, your friends, co-workers, classmates, how you can get what you want, or how your heart can get what it wants, is this Four of Wands here, which basically is recognizing that you have reached certain milestones and celebrating with your community. Basically, it can be marriage, it can be, a new job, kind of whatever sense of accomplishment and a sense of freedom and home, like whatever home means to you. It isn't necessarily your blood relatives, it can be. It's the people that we choose to surround ourselves with. What makes your love magical? You have this Seven of Swords. It's usually a card of like liar, stealer, cheater. It can be imposter syndrome. With how that makes your love magical, I'm wondering if it is that you are able to kind of see people's intentions, hidden motives, or you are kind of seeing that it's revealed, and where to focus your magical love. You have the Sage of Wands, which is kind of basically stepping into your power, being your saucy self, and really connecting with people around you, having passion for life and a passion for what you do, and basically being so kind of connected with yourself and what you want for your surroundings. You have an energy that just draws people to you. Sometimes it might not be all the people that you want to draw attention from, but that's where your Libra love should be focused, at least for this Valentine's Day. So we'll go ahead and clarify what your heart wants with this Six of Wands. Two of Cups, Six of Swords. So here, again, relationships, connecting with others. With the Six of Swords, it's kind of moving on, healing, transitions. So it could be that there was some kind of situation where there's a sense of inequality. Sixes, if you look at the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you'll see that the sixes, there's some kind of inequality going on there. There is somebody that needs assistance and someone that's offering assistance, vice versa. Basically, the sixes indicate a sense of balance and harmony with the inequalities. So here in the Six of Wands, even though it's not shown in this card here, the traditional Six of Wands, there's someone riding on the horse, and the other people are kind of surrounding the horse, and kind of there's a parade celebrating this person. So the inequality is that at least visually there's someone that's higher up and there's people that are kind of down below. And the people below are kind of recognizing the accomplishments of the person up on the horse. In the Six of Swords, there is a boat. Usually there's a ferryman operating the boat who's standing up, and there is a cloaked adult and a cloaked child within the boat. So there is someone that is getting assistance by the ferryman, and someone who's kind of along for the ride. So there's a sense of inequalities in the sixes. Here, the heart wants to be recognized as, being celebrated. Hold on a second. I am needing some liquid. Pardon me. Okay. So, your heart wants to be recognized by the community. And here, in this six, it seems that there's a sense of moving on, possibly being forgotten. Maybe, Libra, you're in a situation where you've moved jobs, you've moved schools, you've moved entirely. I know past 2 years with COVID, a lot of people have moved. So maybe you're finding that when it comes to connections with others, it's like you're missing the boat type of thing. And your heart really wants to be recognized. So you have the Three of Cups. That's why your heart wants it and wants to celebrate connections with others. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. Knight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. So here with the Knight of Cups, it is offers of love, messages of love, pursuit of love, creativity. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it is abundance, having pretty much everything that you need for yourself, for your community. And it seems that really, Libra, you do well when there is love surrounding you and your community supports you, because you really want to have this sense of completion, of a home, of people to celebrate life with and all your accomplishments. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Four of Wands here. You have the Three of Swords, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So here, the way I see it is, in the Four of Wands, you see that there is a celebration of people, of a community. I believe in the traditional deck, there's kind of two people that are seen up close, but they're still in the distance. This clarifying Three of Swords and Nine of Pentacles indicates to me that you building yourself a community full of love is a lot better than having the material wealth and being alone. There's a sense of grief, upset, disappointment, loss in the thought of having everything that you want and no one to share it with. So what makes your love magical with this Seven of Swords here? It could be that you're able to kind of sniff out the people who you're willing to put love out there, and life kind of just shows you the people that aren't really worth your time. I'm a Libra as well, and I used to say that the universe would show me things about other people, about people who weren't completely honest, catching people in their lies is something that really I'm not saying that I was good at, but it just happened where people will trip on themselves when they're trying to present a false version to the world. So I think your love might sniff that out as well. So we'll just clarify. You have the Hermit and you have the Knight of Swords. So it's interesting because, you know, the Hermit is someone who has knowledge, inner wisdom, knows what's true, and is going to walk away from the crowd with that knowledge. And if people want to follow and pursue that knowledge, that's fine. But the Hermit isn't going to chase after you or rush around saying, this is the truth, this is what I know, this is what's right, which is what the Knight of Swords would kind of do. So I think it could be, Libra, that you are the type of person who is okay to walk away from the situation because you know that's your truth. And like I said, people who are false will trip over themselves to try to prove that they are not. It's kind of reminding me of a funny, sad story about myself. I'm going to throw it out there real quick, which is basically years ago before I was married, I met a guy on, I think it was Match.com. And he was, attractive in his photos, and, he wanted to call and talk to me. And he was out of the country. He was in, I think it was South Africa for his family's, some kind of birthday. And he was letting me know about, actually called, talked on the phone for, I think, maybe half an hour, talked to him maybe 2-3 times, And then he had an emergency. He was there for his family, but there was a factory there that there was an explosion and all these people were injured and all the investors are going to run, and he's in such a bind, and next thing you know, he's asking me for money, and something just was like, nah, this is off. So I played along. I was like, oh, this is awful. How much money do you need? I think it was like something like $10,000. I got to the point where this person gave me information to wire the money to an account, and he was like, hey, where's the money? It's not here yet. Basically, I could sniff that out, and I didn't need to tell him, hey, I know you're a scam artist, you're a horrible person. I kind of, pursued justice in my own way. So that's what this is reminding me of here, Libra. So where to focus your magical love, your saucy, your saucy sage here. I'm going to clarify this for you. You have the Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords. So sometimes you invest in something and it really doesn't seem to be what you thought it would be, and you just need to withdraw and take a moment to reflect, contemplate, and recover so that you can, once you've gotten a moment to clear your head, you can step forward and step into your role as a leader and follow your passion and do what you do. So here at the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the Judgment card, which is honest reflection about your decisions, where things have led you and where you are at present, and letting go of things that don't serve your best interests. And if there's any guilt, shame, upset, acknowledge it, release it, and then move forward. And so what I'm kind of seeing is, if you have been in this position of you need to defend yourself, you need to show the world who you are and, fight for everything you have, or that you need to stand your ground, just take a moment and see, well, is that the best way for you to proceed and move forward? It might be at times, it might not be. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull another card to get more clarification on your magical Libra love. You have Believe. So I guess if you want to have this community that supports you, recognizes you, good connections, celebrate your milestones, your achievements, then you can believe it's possible and work towards that goal. I'm going to also pull another card to identify the keeper of the light that will help draw more love into your life. We have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. So this card here really lets you know that you can cut cords to things that no longer serve you. Basically taking a look at the people who surrounded you. Sometimes not all relationships, not all friendships, not all employments will last forever. And it is okay to move on and not fight for something that is not in your best interest in the first place. So move beyond limitations. If you've had any limiting beliefs, let them go and know that you can have bigger, better life. So this is what I have for you, Libra. I'm hoping it provides you some helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time. Take care.